I stopped here last night after doing Molly's story, which involved being a shark rolling down a hill at some point, which I thought was fun and unexpected. I won't do too much this evening because it's late and I really technically shouldn't be streaming. I should be being responsible and going to bed. But who does that in this day and age, I tell ya? Who does that? 1 second, I need to go grab something real quick. Be right back. We're in, we're Grandma Edie's room, I think? So Edith Finch is, Edith Finch could be one of two people in the context of this particular story that we're getting right now. Edith Finch, from the title, could be either the protagonist, who's Edith Finch Jr., named after her grandmother, or great-grandmother, I forget which it is, or could be, it could refer to her great-grandmother, one or the other. So we don't know why it's called What Remains of Edith Finch, which Finch is referring to, or pretty much anything of that matter. We know that this Finch, everyone else in her family is dead, I believe. Sorry for the notification sounds. At least her younger brother went missing. He might not be dead. He went missing at 11. He was lost in the house. Then her family, which at that time included her grandmother and her mother, fled the house, like, instantly. They left stuff just like it was for some reason. We don't know why, including they left the grandmother's wheelchair and stuff. So maybe she died and they left her. I don't know. I have not been told yet. But her older brother also died somehow before the younger brother went missing, I think. So it's all kinds of screwiness is afoot. And the house looks ridiculous. Not ridiculous. It does not look like a real house. It looks like a house Neil Gaiman would come up with from the outside. So you know there's something funky going on. Like, people have been building weird shit onto this house since day one. A lot of the rooms are sealed. Every room. Oh.
Just in time to replace the old ones.
You've already said that to me. Okay, maybe she repeats things once you reload stuff.
Louis died a week before we left.
So he died a week before. That's her elder brother. So there's some very gothic-y, creepy things going on. We've already seen Molly's story. Molly was a young girl in the 1940s or 50s, I think, who died somehow. We don't know how she actually died. We know kind of how she tells her story about dying, but it's a very surreal story. That she was eaten by a monster who was also her. I'm thinking she actually died of poison from eating holly berries, but I couldn't tell you for sure. But we've seen her story. Now we're in Edie's room, the auction, and pillowcase. We're going to see her husband's story. I believe it's her husband, in her bedroom. And her husband wrote a book on the afterlife. The mysteries of death and thereafter, also joining the great majority, which my thought is that joining the great majority probably refers to dying, considering the tone of this game. So let's see. Oh, his story's in a viewfinder.
For 500 years, the Finches have been famous throughout Norway for their fortune.
So they were originally Norse. Oh, I have to click OK. All right. Part of this game that's fun, actually, is the control scheme changes depending on what you're doing, so sometimes it's fun to figure it out, and sometimes it's really fluid, right?
Odin Finch buries the latest victims of the family curse.
Oh, so it went back even that far.
And their newborn son, Johan.
So was that her dad? Or maybe not her husband, but her dad, her great-grandmother. Who? I don't know. I'm bad at the family trees.
On January 7th, 1937,
he took the house with us?
And his house, hoping to leave the curse behind.
Why would you take the house? So this family's cursed. They all died in some way. Um, and it's the house that does it, so why would you take the house? I don't know, whatever.
But 40
Bad
foot
idea.
waves off the coast of Washington send the house and Odin to the bottom of the sea.
Oh, okay. So,
Odin's daughter Edie, with husband Sven
oh,
and
Edie's
baby
the dot,
Molly,
so,
step ashore on their new home, Orcas Island.
so Odin was her dad. Okay, now I've got it straight. Molly is the one that we've, seen die already in some fashion, possibly poison, I think. Is not seen die, but we know she is dead. We've seen her story. We haven't seen Sven's story, and I guess Odin went
Odin Finch
to
was
the.
the first to be buried in the new family cemetery.
Well, they found his body, I guess. There's the house pieces of it.
His daughter Edie is already dreaming of a new Finch house.
She doesn't seem too shaken up by this whole thing. Is that it? That's his story? Okay. Can I put it down? Okay. Alright, she's gonna write down that
Whatever's
she's.
wrong with this family, it goes back a long ways.
So it's Odin who lost Ingeborg and someone else and his son. What did they say? His daughter, son. To the curse, then was like, I'll just take my house across the ocean. Okay. To somewhere without the curse, and just brought the curse with him because why would you bring the house if you're like, oh, it's cursed? And his daughter was Edie, who owns this room, and whose daughter was Molly, who we've already seen was lost. Oh, what'd you do? Why did you get cursed so long ago? Alright, well, I thought Odin's story would be longer, but I guess he's.
He told people Sven was killed by a dragon. She could also have said he was building a dragon-shaped slag that collapsed.
The funny thing about
She could have, but she didn't.
this is I've seen these lines, but
Even in their 90s, sometimes Edie
I guess
seems
since
a lot
I
younger than my mother.
reloaded, it's gonna show them to me again, which is kind of weird.
The only trace Grandpa Sam's first wife Kay left on the house was the pink bathroom.
Oh, like I've already unlocked this when I logged out, and now I have to unlock it again. All right. So there's some idiosyncrasies with the saving mechanism. Oh heavens!
There's a secret in this bathroom.
Now I have to do all the pop-up book things to unlock things again.
It's hidden in this book.
Those are the sons I think Edie had after she lost Molly. I think, if I'm keeping my family right. It looks like from what we see, one of them was a soldier and one of
Sven
them
gave Sam
loved
an old
space.
camera he'd refurbished. He never put it down.
I think, I'm not sure though. So Sam is a son. Let's see if I can see what that is. Okay. It's a creepy dude with glasses hugging a girl with less creepy glasses. Dude taking a selfie in the old-fashioned style. Yep. Figures of an astronaut, selfie of himself in a military uniform. Calvin Finch, who was, I think, his brother. Born 1950, died 1961. So, really? He only lived to 11? They don't... Yeah. A broken swing. That might be what happened. We don't know. I haven't had it confirmed or not yet. What's that? Oh, it's just a spray. Newspaper. Can we see what it says? Couple turns land into a native haven. Early work on rail link. Murder probe clues exhausted. Murder. So they think he was murdered? That's an odd photo. I can't really tell what either of those are of. Is a creepy little crawl space. can. Same papers. Some Milton. And we saw a drawing like this earlier that was related to Molly. It was of a cat, and she said she thought it was her brother who had done it. I think her brother. So, more of these photos. A lot of these photos are repetitions. Eh? Go on, chair. Okay. So now I'm in Calvin's room. Calvin is the one who likes space and looks like died at 11. No, I don't want to go back into the hidey hole. I want to just look. So it looks like his brother put up a lot of photos. Sam Finch. No, is this Calvin's room or Sam's room? Oh, it's a shared room. I got it. Sam Finch. So he played football. Books on the military here. Military toys. No, you don't want to crawl in there. Some of the controls are occasionally you're like, what are you doing? So we've got space over here. One almost got like a robot head on. I've even got ceilings different. I definitely like the space one more than the other, but hey. More photography supplies, smoking. Fort Sam. Certificate of acceptance. Something. Oh, he wanted to be a war photographer. I get it. Sam and Calvin. And one of them left off on 1961, and the other kept going until 1968. Okay, Regional High School, Cobra Battalion, Bravo Country. Lots of film. We've got like a military camp up there. Military, the Finches, their books. What's that? Just like a mirror. Join the fight. Can you go up into his little hut? Oh, you can go up into his bed. I am now on his bed. Seems invasive of me. It's whimsical. My experience, kids aren't generally this rigorously themed. I mean, you get all kinds of funny things wrapped together. So Sam was her grandpa. So they were twins. Okay.
And that he never talked about him.
And they tend to leave the calendars here on the day that whoever was in the room died. And I'm not going to go up to the little fort yet. And we got a big pogo stick. That's going to take me out of this room into the next room, almost certainly. Got our Star Toys, Fort Calvin. All the old tin toys. Books are going to be kind of hard to look at from this angle. Explore the universe. I like the spacey theme much better than the other. So we've got a cord going up here.
I guess my grandpa didn't like history any more than my mom did.
I mean, I would like this. Pretty like, well, I wouldn't like the shrine. Everybody's made shrines. It's like there's a shrine, and here's that's creepy as hell. Anyway, so buttons, candles, and her Edie would paint a picture of each person who died, and then I think she's the one who made these shrines. So I guess tonight we're doing Calvin's story, actually. This is by his twin who survived.
The thing I remember was that when he made up his mind, that was it.
Does he have on a cast here? Yep.
My brother said he'd die before he even know him. He did.
That's awful.
At Barbara's funeral, he swore he'd never be afraid again. He wasn't. I think Calvin always wanted to fly.
Ooh. He's gonna fly, alright.
But that day, he finally made up his mind to do it.
I can see where this is going. In case you haven't guessed, the control scheme right now is me swinging.
That was impossible.
Oh, this is going to end poorly.
Maybe if I hadn't said that. Maybe if the wind hadn't picked up.
Everybody's tried to do this as a kid.
Still be here. But I didn't. I think he'd already made up his mind. That's what I want to remember about my brother.
It's weird because I have to, I mean, obviously to continue the story, I have to do this. I have to do the controls that make him die falling off the swing. But I also feel like I'm a bit culpable here. Ooh, something snapped there. Oh, that's pretty exciting. Ooh, 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 ooh.
The day he made up his mind to fly. And he did.
Oh, his story was very short.
Calvin's story felt strangely familiar. When I was younger, I remember trying to do the exact same thing.
I was gonna say, I think most kids have tried to do it. Certainly you've done that thing where you swing way, way, way high up and then you make the unfortunate decision to jump off when you're too high up. And probably your parents just pretend you never do that. I mean, like, there are all these things that,
Edie ripped off Calvin's head.
probably parents are like, I did that as a kid and I'm sure my kid's trying it somewhere and I just don't think
Mom said
about that.
Sam enlisted at 18 and never stepped foot in the room again.
Why would you rope it off? That's so morbid. But everybody in this house is super morbid. Let's go to the next pathway. Who's a caterpillar? Life of caterpillars. Caterpillars. Guide to transforming. No, I want to caterpillar the caterpillar. No, lady. Oh, I guess I do it with the keys instead of with the mouse. Okay. Yeah. Alright, what's in the caterpillar book? Ooh, butterfly. That makes sense. This is a strange house full of strange engineers. Oh, it does that. Okay. Okie dokie. Not weird at all. We're going to somebody's house who likes spooky things.
The passages were a pretty tight fit. They'd obviously been built for smaller hands and bellies.
Am I supposed to go out there? Ooh, it's a little... That's Milton again. Her brother that disappeared making these drawings. Ah, okay, this is so I can go out. I have an exit if I want to. Into the rest of the house. It also like gives me an idea of whose room I'm going into, Barbara's. Down here with the wine. Barbara was either a director of movies or in movies. She was in a movie about Bigfoot, which is a Seattle thing, as a child. And apparently she kept plates of herself and stuff, and merchandise thingies around Swan Lake. A guitar. Oh, it looks like a toy box. That's clever. And she obviously got older then. Well, maybe she didn't. Who knows? No, I think she... we'll see. Well, no, it looks like she got to be a teenager. Yeah, child star who grew up to be, you know, a human. And was in other things. Looks like she did plays. Or just went to see plays. Agnes. Secrets to a New You, The Red Carpet. A Better You, Tales from Tinseltown. Nailing the Interview, Breaking It. Greek Tales. The Hollywood Workout. There's a shrine for her. That's everybody be a tote. Records? Did she die on her birthday? Looks like it. Let's see, is she a smoker too? Barb Street. The Island Gazette rated jobs increased. Giant fire. Improv night. So she did little doodles. Strange labyrinth. Pink clouds. Dreadful stories. So she lived to be, time for math, 16? So so we've got the film that she was in as a kid here. Mannequin Head. Word. Now, I promised myself I wouldn't be do too much more this evening. Guessing Barbara's will be interesting. So we're gonna take a pause here and we'll do Barbara's some, and the next time I play. Now I'm just slowly following all these people through their weird and mysterious death. But that is what one does in video games. You just go where the wind takes you. So we will have figured out what happened to Odin. He went down with his house. Calvin jumped off his swing, or fell and broke from the swing when he was swinging. Molly, I think, got poisoned. Her narrative was less clear, but that's the only thing that happened that I think was realistic enough that it probably happened and could be fatal. So we're going with that. She's Edith. She's still alive. Who knows by the end of this, though. And we're about to do Barbara. So we have quite a few little stories still to go. But for the moment, I will give it a pause.